Welcome to the Zip Training on Daily Essentials. We're going to start this training by making the case for why a multivitamin is one of the most important supplements, if not the most important, that a person should take. Let's start by thinking of the Daily Essentials as a primer. When you paint, the most effective and efficient thing is to lay down a coat of primer. It saves time, the number of coats you're going to need to apply, and also brings out the best color. And if you think about it, the same is true for a multivitamin. Vitamins and minerals are essential for life and play a role in all things: metabolism, immune system, digestive health, and overall body function and health. Now, that's pretty important to make sure we're not shorting our bodies these key ingredients. However, the case is clear of why so many are not getting enough vitamins and minerals. So what I want to do next is let's look at where these shortages are created. First, we recognize we're dealing with active people. And that exercise is a stress, but it's a good stress. It's a stress we need to put on our body in an effort to change it. But with that movement comes nutrient loss, especially if it's a new member or client. They're going to be moving more, probably at a higher intensity, which means they will create more nutrient loss. And the necessity to refuel and replenish the body and rebuild and repair the muscle tissue. Now, most think that's through macronutrients like your protein, carbs, and fat, but vital is micronutrients as well, and antioxidants to protect the body and the cells. The next series of nutrient shortages deals with a big part to results. That's nutrition. And we're going to look at food production first. But in order to do that, we got to look at the past. That's some hard work, plowing the field by horse. Imagine how long it would take to get a decent sized field plowed and planted. So there was only so much production you could get out of a section of land. Move to present day, and it looks quite a bit different. There's machines specialized in certain tasks of farming. Technology has advanced a lot, which has allowed for more plants in the same section of land, almost 5 times more you can grow out of the same area. And that's important for meeting the growing world population for food, but it also creates a shortage in nutrients because you're taking so much out of that land in the same area that the nutrients that were once in there are not there. And I gotta be honest, if I'm a 6-year-old kid, that is one slide I'm gonna choose. But when we're looking at things like mineral depletion, in about 100 years, it's drastically gone down because of how much we're able to push out of that ground. So taking the next step from production to food preparation, there's another level of nutrient loss through how foods are prepared, current storage methods, and then food processing, which represents a large part of what people are consuming for food. And the USDA research has shown up to 30% nutrient loss just through how food is prepared. Now we're building the case for the importance of a multivitamin, aren't we? But that case gets even greater when we look at the next step, the lack of knowledge in what is good nutrition. Most people don't eat perfect, balanced portions, or even know what is good balance, or what are the best sources for vitamins and minerals and how much they should be consuming. Which leads into one of my favorite publications coming from the Journal of American Medical Association from 2002. They straight out said, listen, inadequate intake or deficiencies in vitamins is a risk factor for chronic diseases, which we've seen grow over the decades, these chronic diseases, and that most people are not consuming the ideal amount of vitamins through diet alone. So it's important for adults to be taking vitamin supplements. And that's a pretty big deal when you get a publication and medical backing like this. But there will still be those that will say, I get all my nutrients through food alone. Well, if we look at research, in particular this one, where dietitians from the US and Canada, with the use of software, were tasked to create a plan that includes all the recommended dietary intake of nutrients within a 2,200 to 2,400 calorie mark, the outcome was not so promising. They couldn't do it. So if they couldn't, how hard is it going to be for the general population to make sure they're getting all the nutrients they need within a good calorie plan? So the case and importance of taking a multivitamin has been made now. Let's unpack and get into daily essentials. First off, what is it? Well, it is a multivitamin, but write this down. It's more than just that. It's a mineral and antioxidant complex. So essentially 3 products in one, and that is a key selling point. It's also time release for greater absorption. And then a big one, it's natural. There's no synthetic vitamins. So you're going to get higher absorption than most multis you find on the shelves in the stores. Now these 3 simple product points are going to be key to let your members and clients know. And then of course, quality is a big part. You should know that supplement products are made with the highest quality and standards in the industry. So you really have a great multivitamin, mineral, antioxidant product to offer. Why you take it? Well, a lot of that was built up into the case for plugging nutritional gaps. As we move more or exercise harder, we are going to have nutrient loss, and then we're just not getting it through food alone. People are not eating perfect diets. So it's important to get those nutrients back in us. And then, of course, other things like better energy and mood enhancement and focus are key. And then preserving muscle tissue, especially people that want to lose weight. When they're cutting their nutrition and they're moving more, they need to make sure they have those nutrients in there to keep the muscle, because people want to have that tight tone look. And finally, things like overall body health and function and staving off disease. The suggested use is to take 2 daily. Optimal timing is take 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. A unique part to the formulation is a high B vitamin complex, which is found in both the women's and the men's daily essential. And if you look at the label, you'll see therapeutic dosage of key vitamins and minerals, but the high B vitamin complex is great because it helps metabolize the protein, carbs, and fats we're consuming for energy and also mood enhancement. So many people feel better when taking the daily essentials. Now, a couple key differences between the men and women is the men's is iron-free, also provides 25 milligrams of zinc, which is great for supporting a healthy prostate and also natural testosterone support, and does contain an herbal energy blend, where the women's provides 100% daily value of iron needed, plus 500 milligrams of calcium, which we know is important for bone support for women, and then also contains an antioxidant fruit blend. So there it is, custom men's and women's formula on the Daily Essentials, and it's a high quality multivitamin, mineral, antioxidant, full nutrient support, and as we have built that case up, one of the most important products your members and clients should be taking. So get them started on the Daily Essentials for better results and better health.